Hey guys. Okay. All right. Let's begin. Right. So let's begin with the installation process and how we can kind of let's start automating the web. Right. Um. So I talked about what are tools we need. And let's just enough already with all the different lingo and there's tools and a library and framework and what like it's for someone who's starting out new and has no just probably scratching your head. It's like, what are you talking about? Just can you just get over it and then start automating the website, right? Get it over with. Okay, so before we start, right? Because installation process can be little little kind of frustrating sometimes because of some issue that's just specific to your computer or what have you, and may not be what my computer is, and there might be little issues, right? So before we get into that, before we get into installation, before we get into our project structure, right? Let's just kind of let's just think about what we're doing, right? How enough already. Let's just code. Let's just automate the website. What are you? How is everything working? Before. So let's take a look at this, right? This is from a demo of what actually comes in, right? It just says, okay, go to google.com demo, right? Go to google.com. Make sure that the website is there. I want to search for Nightwatch and then click on the button, and then I want to make sure that the Nightwatch results are showed up, right? So let's recreate that scenario, for example, right? So okay, I'm gonna go to google.com, right? Oh, all right, so the page is loaded. Then I'm gonna search for Nightwatch, right? And I'm going to click on this search button. Okay, and then here we go. Not necessarily what we wanted, right? But it says Night Watch, and then it's not really, but we do get the search results back, right? So that's fine. Okay. So let's I'm gonna show you what I have done. One of the framework that I've already built, right? So before we get into to everything, let me actually open up my Sublime text. Okay, you can download it. I'm gonna download Atom soon. So let's take a look. Let's open something. So let's open our automation demo, automation Orna project. Okay, so this is my personal project. It's on GitHub, right, guys? If you want to see the project, right, you can go to github.com. And then see my project, and then you can actually and then see it for yourself, and then you can see um, the project structure and everything, right? So you can go ahead, and then I'll put the link below, and you guys can go ahead and then just see it. It's the entire project basically. If you're familiar with Git, you can fork the project, you can clone it, download it, open source, right, guys? Helping each other out. That's how I learned. I learned a lot of the functionality and creating something. So just kind of passing it forward, right? I'm gonna show you how to download everything, but at the same time, if you get stuck, go to the GitHub repo. You can look at the JSON file, right? You can look at the JSON file, what it looks like. You can look at what kind of tests we have, right? We can look at like um what is it and everything, right? So there you go. So it's on GitHub. You can feel free to go there and see it. All right, let's just get it over with. So let's just go ahead and let's minimize that. And then what we're going to do is I have my automation demo right here, right? So similar to what we saw earlier, right? So go on google.com, right? Okay, pause for a little bit just for the sake of our automation, just to see it, right? And then I want to click on this button. Now I'm gonna show you what that button is, and then and then you'll realize what it does, right? And then click on. I'm gonna go through each line and then see from there, right? Let's run this test, right? Now, how do you run a test in Nightwatch, right? The way you run it is you can either have a terminal or your command prompt, right? Uh, like CMD in Windows, right? So okay, here we go. So the command, right? So the command to run the Nightwatch. This is a Nightwatch website. Getting started, right? We'll look at it. Lots of information. Feel free to just jump on that, and then um, um, if you have any issues, you can plenty of documentation to kind of go ahead and see. Let's look at I already know the command, but I'm just trying to create a scenario for a new user, right? New person trying to set up installation. As you can see, this is very confusing or what have you. I'm just gonna go ahead and let me just Node Nightwatch. Okay, it doesn't really say it here, but I'm just gonna tell you a little secret, or not really a secret, but how to run the test, which it's already there. Anyways, so we talked about a little bit about tags and running a particular test. I don't want to run every single test that I have in this folder. I just want to run this test specifically, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say node nightwatch, right? E is the environment variable, right? So that when you say -e means that I would like to run it in Chrome, or I want to run in Firefox, for example, or any other, or you can say browser stack or source lab. So that's how it automatically will know what to run and where to run, right? So we're gonna do is say Chrome, and then A is the tag name, right? So I can say Orna, which is the tag I've specified here, right? Tags. I'm just gonna say Orna, right? And I'm gonna hit enter. Oh, something went wrong. Well, guess what? I need to go into the directory that it's in, where the project is actually there, right? So we'll go there. Okay. So it's in desktop. It's in the automation folder, and then let's take a look, right? All right, there we go. We're in Orna. All right, boom, and we press up again, and then there we go. That's our command. Let's kick it off. Okay, Google has started. Automatically open. I'm not doing anything, and then let's see. I put a pause for 5 seconds. Okay, it's pausing for 5 seconds. Look at that. I'm feeling wonderful. Are you? All right. Okay. So what did we do, right? So cool. All the tests ran, 2 test cases passed. As you can see, it's beautiful looking, or at least cool looking, right? It's telling you what is it doing and stuff. So let's take a look at, let's just kind of debug what happened and what how we can see it, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the side like that, and we're gonna open the Chrome, right? We're gonna open Google. Okay, right? So what we did is basically go to Google, wait for 5 seconds, and then go here and then click. So I guess the I'm feeling lucky button, right? I just want to see what's on Google's. I'm just wanted to see something, right? So okay, so go to google.com, pause. So these are the syntax that Nightwatch already has, like for example .url, pause, click, etc. And then the way we manipulate, right? The way we do something on the browser, it's through either click or you sending a value, right? So how do we do that? How do we tell the computer that, hey, go to this browser, this URL? First of all, type in google.com, which is it says, so it'll automatically does that for you. Wait for it, and I want to click on this search box, right? I just want to click on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, and now this is on Chrome, one of the benefits of Chrome, and even Firefox, a lot of the browsers already built in. I'm not downloading any tools or anything as of now. As you can see, list ID is equal to this, right? Actually, I want to click on this button, right? So I want to click on this button, right? So I'm gonna go here, click on that, right? And then I'm gonna just go like that. As you can see, look at that. Now it says input hashtag GBFBBB whatever, right? We'll go there, and then let's go. You click on that, and then you click, right, and it's already here, right? Now what I'm gonna do is simply right click, copy selector. Now we'll go a little bit more in depth on how to inspect the element and what have you, but look at that. So that's all I did. I clicked on it, I copied this selector, right? You can wherever, if you want to click on Google search, it would go there. You can copy selector or XPath, we'll talk about that. And just the whole CSS, so where to basically, because you're telling the computer, right? You're telling the computer to, or the automation, wherever, to go to this site, and then I want to click on this button. Okay, you click on that button, and then boom, and then it, whatever it is supposed to do, that it does, right? And then go ahead, and then that's it. So that's all we basically. So look, now let's just right now, right? Let's just say we want to search for I want to search for Nightwatch.js, right? I want to search for Nightwatch. I can spell JS. Okay, so and then we're gonna assert that this is there, right? So I've gone and searched for something. Now let's try to recreate that into the code, right? So first thing I'm gonna do, I need is this test case. I'm just gonna remove this, right? So I'm gonna go here, right click, inspect first of all, because I want to type something in here, right? So again, go do that, go here. All right, so that's that. I'm going to copy the selector, right? What I'm going to say first, click on this no hashtag, and so the forward dash dash, it just means I'm adding a comment on it. Okay, so okay, here this is the click on the search box, right? All right, now what you want to do, I don't need really a pause here. What I can do is set value, right? Value, and I go like that. Then here I'm gonna paste the same CSS selector, because either I click on it or it's a text box, so it will automatically go ahead and do that. But then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass in a value, right? I'm gonna pass in what I want to search for. I want to search for Nightwatch.js, testing framework, right? And then I would like to click, right? I want to click on the search button, Google search button, right? Go here, and then go there, and then just simply right click, selector, and there you go. I mean, hey, that's the whole CSS, right? All right, now let's take a look, right? So I'm gonna save this, right? I'm gonna save this, and then go to my command prompt, and then hit it again, and see what happens. Okay, it's going to Google. Let's take a look. Up, did I add a pause? Up, there we go. Nightwatch.js framework. It did search for it, right? It searched for it. Now let's see if it, boom. Okay, it's done, right? It went and searched for what we told it to, right? And that's all, folks. And we just automated our first website. All right, guys. I'm gonna follow up with the proper detailed instructions on the installation process and everything else. So stay tuned. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna pause.